I wanna say something. So I want everybody to know how much this woman has done. She has a business, and this is her busy season. And she is here every day. She has walked away from her business. We don't have a treasurer except for one for on the weekends, whatever hours she can give us. We don't have anyone here to do anything except for the volunteers she mentioned. The employees we have are 3 road crew. That's what we have. And people need to realize that we are doing the best we can, and we don't know, we really don't know, and I think the rest of the board and Mike here can attest to that, whether we can keep this township up and running without the state coming in and taking over. Because we don't have the staff to do everything. We're trying. I work full-time. You know, Michelle has a business, and some of the other board members work full-time. Some are retired. They're working with the road crew. I hope this community realizes the position we've been put in. We just had a meeting with an insurance company. Our insurance was expiring December the 1st.
Even at that, we have a third of the coverage we used to have because
We have a third of the coverage because of all of the claims out there. The insurance company has paid out over $400,000.
Almost five.
For claims, and some of them are still open.
Claims from what?
Lawsuits.
Oh, jeez.
Lawsuits from the prior board.
We have been told that our coverage as elected officials has been cut down to a third because they are not willing to go any higher. We will have a third of the coverage that the prior board had because they're not willing to cover because of the mistakes or errors and omissions of the prior board. So, you know, it's a hard pill to swallow to know that we get to do all this with a third of the coverage, but yet we have to pay extra for insurance to make sure that the mistakes that were made in the past are covered because they don't want to cover past the 12th of 2021. We have to buy extra packages to keep this township from getting sued for mistakes that were made prior to 12/21. So it's every day is a new load of something or other, and you know, it's hours and hours and hours of time, and it feels like sabotage all the time. It feels like this was done on purpose all the time. I mean, something as simple as trying to get the things for breakfast with Santa, which turned into hours and hours of, you know, they don't have $1,000 to put out for breakfast with Santa and wait to get paid. So then, you know, they come to the board that promised them the money. So then you meet up with a secretary on a treasurer, because I can't move the money, no one else can move the money. So she puts the money in the account, then I order the stuff for him with her here. You push send, the next morning you come in, it ain't come, it's declined. So you call the bank, and then they have to get back to you and say, oh, well, someone shut that card off. And it'll take 2 weeks, so, you know, what do you do? I don't want to be the person that said no to Santa. You know, so I paid for it, but it's getting tiring, and I'm getting more and more frustrated by dealing with it.
Well, the one thing too, how about the salt? We called the supplier for the salt. There was no salt contract to have salt to salt the roads for the winter. What would we do with not salting the roads for the winter?
No insurance, no union dues paid,
Right.
no
EMS contract.
no EMS contract, no
Police
police contract coming up. Zoning hearing, board hearings that we don't even know are happening. Like, who do you think opens the building? I open the building.
Sewage projects.
Yeah, we had a meeting last night with Peters Creek Sanitary to try to stop the litigation and try to get people in Finleyville, Raymer Road sewage. But it's like, we are giving as much as we possibly can. And I can't tell you how overwhelmed I've been with the amount of people that have put their name in to help. How many people have just offered or emailed me or something that I don't know that I can do much, but I can come help clean the building, or I can help with the microphones, or I mean, it has been overwhelming with but it's been tough, and I hate to be hateful right before Thanksgiving, but I had to air it out so that I can move on and have a blessed Thanksgiving, but yeah, so that was my rant. So let everyone else come up and rant, it's public comment time.